Coming up on Trending Today, it's an all-American success story show. We'll travel to Georgia to visit veteran-owned Nine Line Apparel and introduce you to a totally different approach to treating pain and inflammation with the Luminos Pain Relief Patch. We'll show you what it takes global upside to operate a global business and learn about sound solutions for glass buildings with Mull-It-Over. It's all coming your way next on Trending Today.
Hi everyone, I'm Karen LeBlanc. Welcome to Trending Today, the show that profiles some of the most innovative and cutting-edge companies and products in the world. Today, we're going to profile companies that are real American success stories, companies that are setting trends and innovating in their respective fields. We start our show with Luminos as we discover the Luminos Pain Relief and Stamina Pro patches. These wearable patches apply easily and radiate fast-acting, long-lasting pain relief without any drugs, chemicals, odors, or side effects. This revolutionary technology is being used right now by the world's top athletes and sports doctors to help reduce pain and inflammation, speed recovery, and maintain peak physical performance.
Luminos uses a totally different approach to creating energy medicine products that aid in treating pain, inflammation relief, and providing better sleep. In our Trending Today field report, we will take a journey to speak with the CEO, doctors, and professional athletes using Luminos products to find out more about this breakthrough technology.
My background is in chemical engineering, so I've always been interested in the energy world of things. My job there was to go find new energy technologies that had promise. One of the companies that we found was Luminos. We actually came across the technology in 2014, did some initial testing to see if there was something there, and then formed the company around it. The goal was take this technology and see if we could create a cost-effective, scalable way to deliver energy products to the world. The upside of the charging technology itself is that I can take the energy, the frequency, or the signature of natural constituents and deliver that without any drugs, any chemicals, any odors, and most importantly, no side effects.
When Matt came up to me and said, I have this patch, it reduces inflammation, that got me first and foremost. And then when I looked at the technology, I realized that this was brilliant because it contained no active ingredients. It only contained a charge. I was like, this is an amazing product. And then my mind started to wonder, what else can we do with this technology? So the patch then, to me, was the first step into a delivery mechanism of drugs, supplements, therapeutics, nutraceuticals. And so I got very excited with the whole thing, yeah.
I got the patches to some of my professional athlete friends, and they started using them before they went and worked out. Then they came back to me with feedback. My knees are less tired, less inflammation, faster recovery, ultimately led to better performance. So that kind of spurned the whole new idea of there's a huge proactive opportunity here in the athletic space that nothing else can really provide.
Anybody that's dealing with pain, they have nothing to lose. There's no chemicals in these patches and they work. I mean, I literally have seen the pain go away in my knees, my ankles, my lower back.
Almost 9 months pregnant, I have a lot of lower back pain, muscle cramps that leave me sore. Applying a patch, life is great.
We're really struggling with how much ibuprofen and medication we were taking, and then we found the patches. It changed the game.
I was so inflamed in the back, and the next thing you know, pain I feel is nearly gone.
The nice thing about the Luminos and Stamina Pro patches is that they don't contain any chemicals, they don't have any odor to them, there's no adverse side effects with drug interactions or interactions in your body as a whole. And so the nice thing with that is we're not worried about if someone's on another medication for an injury or a condition that requires a pharmaceutical. We don't have to worry about those interactions. They can see the tendencies they have for the type of injuries that might come up. So my athletes will put the Stamina Pro patches on before they train, and what we've seen is a tremendous decrease in the injuries that they're reporting and their levels of discomfort. And their recovery is happening as soon as they put the patch on. So we're actually getting the recovery benefits while they're playing, which is incredible.
I feel as I've gotten older and potentially wiser, you gain experience along the way, but I've focused so much more on recovery now as a huge performance driver for me, rather than feeling like the more work I put in, the more results I'm gonna get. I now feel like working smart is the most important thing, and then how can I recover faster than my peers, and that's going to create an advantage. So, as a young pro, I used to see an advantage by spending more time than anybody else practicing. Now I see it as how can I rest smarter and put more rest in and recovery in than my peers, and I think that actually gives me an advantage. And obviously with everything that I do with Luminous, that helps my recovery. Everything is designed around recovery and feeling better for the next day. And obviously, the patches are one of the protocols that I use regularly. It's so easy for people to medicate, I think, and to try and combat things with hard medication and drugs and painkillers. And for me, this is the best first step. There's no downside, there's no side effect to it.
So the main difference between the two products is the form factor. So the Luminos pain relief patches are white and they feature a gentle adhesive. So they're meant to easy on, easy off, no wear and tear on the person. The Stamina Pro patches feature a professional grade adhesive, so they're meant to last, sweat-proof, waterproof, shower-proof, and really meant for duration through activity. I see a day where anything you pick up off the shelf will be powered by Luminos. So think of any supplement, any chemical, anything you currently take in your daily form, but an energetic version, again, without any of the downsides.
I played in the National Football League for 16 years, so I've been around a little bit and been hurt a little bit. Matt put that patch on me, and I was a big skeptic. I was like, this is not going to help. I had a little injury to the quad, and I said, all right, I'll try it. Let's see what happens. And sure enough, the next day I walked in, I'm like, wait a minute, this actually kind of feels better, and to do that without actually putting drugs into your body is huge. It's not just for athletes. My grandmother, she has obviously really bad arthritis. She's 90 years old. She knows to put those patches on for 24 hours. She loves it, and she's a believer.
Like most startups, Nine Line Apparel came from a humble beginning. Founded in a garage, it has transformed into one of the fastest growing companies in the country in under 3 years. Join us as we visit the headquarters of this veteran-owned and operated company to learn more about why they think it's about being proud of who you are, what you wear, and how you walk through life.
Nestled just outside the riverfront city of Savannah, Georgia, the brand new headquarters of the remarkable all-American success story Nine Line Apparel stands tall as a testament to how old-fashioned hard work can still propel a company to greatness from humble beginnings.
We first started doing promotional products for military units. We created a custom website and did it for my unit and allowed it much easier for people to purchase morale shirts. And it eventually started to catch on. I started doing a lot of the custom apparel for many different military and police and other fraternal organizations.
In the beginning, when we were coming up with the plan for what Nine Line was capable of, we had a lot of ambitions. We thought it was going to be really good, but we did not expect the demand that we have now. So starting from a garage and then going to a house and then going to a building and then going to a second building and then building out sheds that are attached to those buildings and then eventually going to a 60,000 square foot building. All those were steps on trying to meet that demand.
Nine Line Apparel represents the grit and commitment of hard-working Americans everywhere, from first responders and soldiers both home and abroad to patriotic citizens that seek to show their support.
Every brand out there, Under Armour, Nike, has their slogan, their mantra. They have tenets about their organization that they hold near and dear to their hearts. Ours is patriotism.
Nine Line is really unique in the fact that we really have a strong give-back mentality, and I think that people see that, so when they buy a Nine Line shirt, they know they're supporting not only a powerful message about love of country, but also know that they're giving back to a good cause with every single purchase.
Nine Line Apparel brings that same hard-working, no-compromises spirit to their outreach efforts, maintaining a give-back philosophy. The company works in conjunction with the Nine Line Apparel Foundation, a nonprofit organization dedicated to giving back to the very individuals that help make this country great. Working both directly with vets and by supporting various charities and events, the foundation works to help enrich the lives of veterans every day.
When Tyler founded the company, a friend of his, Flip Klein, was injured in Afghanistan. He stepped on an IED and lost 3 limbs. And Tyler knew he had to do something to help him out. So the Nine Line Foundation was essentially created to provide aid to Flip's family during his treatment, offsetting medical costs, travel expenses. And since then, the foundation has worked with 6 wounded veteran candidates. We've built 4 handicap accessible homes, and we're actually going to be completing our 5th home on March 3rd of this year.
And even though Nine Line Apparel is hot on the heels of success, their relentless drive-forward mentality means they are always seeking new undertakings to tackle. Whether expanding to a new product market or partnering up with the biggest brands in the U.S., Nine Line Apparel is constantly looking to the future of both their brand and their product.
This is just the beginning. It's our intention to continue to grow in every aspect. So we've partnered with everyone from SIG, which is a very large weapons manufacturer, to American Airlines, to other organizations where we print their products with our labels.
Even though we've got this brand new facility that's built to our needs, I see us busting at the seams probably in the next year or so. We'd like to bring more manufacturing back to the United States by having our own cut and sew factory right here on site.
With a solid record behind them and an even brighter future ahead, Nine Line Apparel is a tremendous testament to what can happen when hard work meets American ingenuity. To find out more about Nine Line Apparel and the Nine Line Apparel Foundation, please visit ninelineapparel.com.
Glass buildings are definitely beautiful. They let in natural light and provide great views. But it's a given that glass buildings are noisy, and all attempts to tone it down have amounted to a Band-Aid, not a real solution. Until now. Building managers and architects and contractors will all want to know about this. So let's visit Mull-It-Over and learn about their sound solutions for glass buildings.
It's happened to all of us. You sit down to work but just can't concentrate because of the noise coming from your neighbors. Well, our next guest has finally solved that problem for good. We're here in the beautiful Bull City, Durham, North Carolina, to take a look at a marvel of modern engineering, One City Place, a 14-story office and apartment building currently under construction by Armada Hoffler in downtown Durham. Let's see how Mull-It-Over's innovative invention has become an essential part of its building construction.
I spent most of my career in construction working on buildings, not too much different than the one we're standing in here today. And what I discovered was every glass building had problems with sound traveling between the rooms. We were in design for a children's hospital, and confidentiality was critically important. So I went on a hard search to find a solution to the problem, and what we discovered was there are no products on the market to address the sound transfer problem. Due to frustration, I ended up going to a sound chamber and figuring out how to fix it and creating Mull-It-Over. When you start a large construction project, you create budgets, you put together a schedule, you put your team together, you track your progress, and you make sure that the quality is very high, and then you try to finish strong. What I didn't realize is all these years in construction where I would start and finish projects was perfect practice for what I was going to end up doing now with starting a new company that manufactured a product that's truly unique.
The Mull-It-Over trim cap is a simple solution to a complicated problem. It's difficult on all glass buildings to terminate the walls into the glass wall system where you can also preserve the sound between the two units. And this product is a very simple means of achieving those goals.
And the trim caps are an extruded aluminum, come in a bunch of different colors. Very slick design, gives us a beautiful transition from our wall to the glass system.
Good walls make good neighbors in urban environments, and nobody wants to hear what their neighbors are doing or what's on their TV, so sound transmission is an important issue when people are living so close to each other.
Sound transmission from tenant to tenant has always been a problem. When we are looking at the design of our wall systems, we also have STC ratings that are attached to our wall systems. Having a product like Mull-It-Over is a big deal. We want to keep it as quiet as possible.
The problem with glass buildings is the glass attaches on the outside of the mullion, and the mullion becomes the last 5 inches of the dividing wall between the rooms. So we spend a lot of time, effort, and money building walls that are soundproof, but the last 5 inches of the wall is actually an aluminum mullion. Mullions are really efficient at supporting glass. They were never designed to be used as a dividing wall. The aluminum mullion is not only a weak point for transmission of sound, it's also a safety issue in case of a fire. These aluminum mullions were not designed to stop fire from going between the rooms. So we were asked by the architects and code officials if we could go back to the testing lab and create a sound barrier mullion trim cap that would also stop fire. So we went back to the testing lab and created a UL tested sound barrier mullion trim cap that will prevent fire from going through the mullion for up to 2 hours. If the mullion is left exposed, I can actually have a conversation with my next door neighbor.
And we don't want that.
Hear what I mean?
The state-of-the-art design of the Mull-It-Over trim cap makes it quick and easy to install on just about any glass window building. Just caulk the wall, place and fasten the interior trim cap, secure the exterior trim cap, and you're done. The ease and speed of the installation process, as well as the beautiful aesthetics of the finished product, made Mull-It-Over the perfect choice for another local Durham institution, Duke University.
Duke University, when they constructed their wellness center, wanted it to be a bright, sunny, airy building, the kind of building that you enjoy sitting in. But confidentiality was going to be critically important. And the simple solution was they used the Mull-It-Over sound barrier mullion trim caps throughout the building so that they could get the look and feel that they wanted for the building, but the performance that they needed to function properly.
Mull-It-Over's continued commitment to global innovation and quality, as well as the proven efficacy of the product, has led to incredible growth in the company, and Mull-It-Over mullion caps being installed in numerous places worldwide, from safeguarding the privacy of global corporate headquarters and hospitals to ensuring the comfort of guests staying in luxury hotels and high-rise apartment complexes. The proven track record of this incredible invention has led to their trim caps being installed in over 1,000 buildings worldwide.
Mull-It-Over products has been kind of that stereotype American dream story. I was working in construction. We found a problem. We couldn't find a solution to it, and decided that there was a big enough market, big enough potential, and I had a strong enough desire to want to fix the problem that it was worth the risk of taking my wife's down payment for a new car and instead investing it in a trip to the sound chamber. Luckily for me, we were successful at the sound chamber, and we're still married. Once we went to the sound chamber, ran baseline testing, and understood why the sound was traveling through the curtain wall systems, then it was a simple solution of designing a product that would stop the sound from going between the rooms. I knew that when we were successful in the sound chamber and had good test results, that we had a product that was going to change the construction industry. That was less than 7 years ago, and fast forward here to 2018, we're here to celebrate Mull-It-Over sound barrier mullion trim caps being installed in over 1,000 buildings throughout North America.
To find out more about the marvelous success story behind Mull-It-Over, learn more about their incredible innovative invention, Mull-It-Over trim caps, and see what they can do for your building, please visit mullitoverproducts.com.
American businesses increasingly find themselves competing on an international stage, some by necessity and some by design. Global Upside's integrated services delivered via a single point of contact help simplify a company's day-to-day operations so they can free up time and resources to focus on their core activities. We traveled to Chicago and Boston to learn more about how Global Upside helps clients navigate the knowns and unknowns of operating globally.
Global Upside solves business complexity with world-class HR, payroll, accounting, tax, compliance, PEO, and talent acquisition services in more than 100 countries. We visited them in events in both Chicago and Boston to learn more.
What we have is, first of all, highly talented people that we hired at the accountant, at the HR starting levels. And then we build that up with CPA level and experienced certified professional level HR people. The combination of that and running our operations 24/7 allows us to service our clients across all geographies. When we talk to our clients and when we see challenges that they are facing, we always go back to the blackboard, the whiteboard, and we try to develop a solution for them. Global Upside was created to address a very specific need where there was a lot of work available in the Silicon Valley back in the late 90s, and there was a lot of talent available in India, but the two things could not be connected without technology and tools. And so we spent our first year to developing those tools. Once we developed the tools, we were able to link the work and the labor force on an overnight basis, and that resulted in a launch of Global Upside.
Global Upside's job is to help you navigate the knowns and unknowns of operating globally. They give you choices, keep you compliant, and are with you every step of the way, whether taking your first step overseas or managing a growing enterprise. Global Upside's professionals are a mix of HR, legal, tax, accounting, payroll, compliance, and staffing specialists. The company leverages their skills at the appropriate time to give you coordinated services delivered via a single point of contact. This holistic approach gives you access to the right skills and resources when and where you need them. Global Upside understands your objectives in the new country and provides guidance and services on creating the optimal legal structure that balances risks and cost, hiring, managing, and paying employees in compliance with local laws, ongoing compliance and day-to-day management of foreign offices, direct and indirect taxes, consolidated reporting of your global operations. With a global footprint, Global Upside can keep you compliant and operating smoothly almost anywhere you choose to operate.
Our roots are in domestic outsourcing, but we were seeing the global expansion opportunity that was coming about, and we were able to expand our services to address those needs. Similarly, a couple years ago, one of our clients came to us and needed a software solution to manage their workforce across 40-some countries. And it was a very large workforce. So what we did was, we did some research for them. We found out that there wasn't really a very good solution available for them. So we raised our hand and built a solution for their needs. This allowed us to not only solidify our position with our client, but to solve a problem for our client that they could not have really solved in the time frame that they had. We are opportunistic in one respect, but we also have that vision to see what is coming down, what is changing in business, and to build our solution, build our teams to cater to that need. As you all know, outside of the US, there's a lot of company law compliance requirements that companies have to adhere to. And most times, clients are not fully aware of all of those requirements. It is our job to bring those solutions to the table. It is our job to keep the clients out of trouble. It is our job to make sure that all of those things are done right and in a timely manner.
We were going to become an international company. We were acquiring employees in 5 different countries, Spain, Chile, UK, India, and Japan. So we had no expertise in that area at all. Global Upside was amazing. I had never personally had any experience on the international side, so they held my hand through the entire process. If I hadn't engaged Global Upside, I'm not really sure how we could even be running our business as efficiently as we are.
We make sure that we hire the qualified people. They are degreed accountants, CPA level people, and they are expert in their field with proper experience. We make sure that we focus on our client and we work to take care of their needs.
From running accounts payable to managing your global offices, Global Upside services scale to your needs and are always backed by 24/7 support and 99.9% accuracy standards to give you total peace of mind.
The complexity of a global business grows by the day. The reason it grows by the day is because different countries change their rules, their requirements on their own pace. It is not like every rule changes on January 1, so you can stay focused on a clean cutoff. And the way we stay on top of the complexity of running this global business is to make sure that our teams are educated on a regular basis. When a client came to us and said they needed a HR support across about 40 countries and asked us to do an analysis and provide a system that would cater to some of their compliance requirements across 40-some countries, we were able to not only do some research for them, find out that there wasn't a very good solution, but we were able to build something, transforming ourselves from being just a professional services company into actually a software company. We offer the full client journey from talent acquisition, hiring your employees in any geography, all the way to putting them on a PEO model. And then as your operations start to grow in any particular country, we can help with that growth from incorporation, setting up a company and stuff, the whole hire to retire cycle on the HR side, and the full record to report cycle on the accounting side and the finance side, so that the companies can stay compliant on the daily requirements. And then we obviously take care of all the year-end stuff from VAT, GST return types, company law compliance, statutory audits, annual reporting. So we do offer a full life cycle for our clients to maintain their business operations globally.
It's a one-stop shop for me. Again, very limited resources in HR. Don't want to have to go to multiple places to do these. Payroll can be very complicated and it really needs to be streamlined. So for all of our international payrolls, I just go to Global Upside. It makes it very easy. I use the same website for all the different countries. The reports, the payroll registers, the information feeds that we do back and forth, all are on the same website, so it makes it very easy to manage the process.
We are very focused on people. Our company likes to make sure we take care of our client and their needs. And the second focus is our employee. And if you take care of your clients and your employees, you have very little attrition and you can scale much better that way.
Global Upside also helps manage the relationships in each of the countries for me, so I don't have to worry about that either. I would absolutely recommend Global Upside to another company. In fact, I've done numerous references. It's definitely been a great partnership, so I love to share that story.
Integrated services delivered via a single point of contact help you simplify your day-to-day operations, so you can free up time and resources to focus on your core activities. Global Upside is the operating system that keeps business running. Visit us on the web.
I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Trending Today. We want to hear from you. If you know of something that's trending today, send us a suggestion or even a video. And for more information on the companies and products seen on our show, log on to trendingtoday.com.